I am joined by Evelyn Mbundire. She is the Chief Operating Officer of Charles Everett. This is a real estate company that is doing quite well here in Zimbabwe. And of course, I did say I want to find out the pronunciation of your name. I asked that deliberately because I think if I take you to where I come from, you're definitely Evelyn.
No. Okay, so my name it's a French name, so it's pronounced Evelyn. I believe Evelyn would be Eveline. Mine is Lyn, so it's Evelyn.
I see.
But pronunciation is a matter of opinion, so people can pronounce whichever way they want. I just prefer to be called Evelyn.
Evelyn, I like that. So, Evelyn, what do you think of our view here?
You've got the best view in Harare. Yeah, you can see everything happening from the top here. A lovely morning, the sunrise and the sunset you also get to see, which is very nice.
It's a brilliant view. I tell you, every time we get a guest here, I always ask them that question because it's always mind-blowing.
No, it is mind-blowing. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. When I got up here, I was like, wow, I can come to work every day.
I wish I could come to work every day. But anyway, you are in the real estate sector. How is that industry doing right now?
I've been in the real estate sector for over 15 years now, and currently the real estate sector is actually booming. I believe the real estate sector in Zimbabwe is second to mining, contributing to GDP in Zimbabwe. Because mainly what has helped is the economic stability after we were in hyperinflation. So a lot of investors and individuals have actually mastered to be able to invest in real estate, whether be it in rural areas or in the high lifestyle properties, luxury properties. People are investing everywhere. We also have investors coming in from foreigners coming in to invest in Zimbabwe, and a lot of players also coming in where Charles Everett has also come into Zimbabwe. They are a big player we are a big player in Southern Africa and leading real estates in the world. So because of the Zimbabwean market, where it's actually quite diverse, where we have locals investing in real estate, and we also have diasporans. I always joke around and say, in Zimbabwe, I think there's no country on earth that you won't find a Zimbabwean. We are all over.
Absolutely, yeah.
So diasporans are also investing back home and also wanting that reach to be able to know what's happening back home. And Charles Everett is offering that. Because they've got a huge global reach.
Fantastic. So you have been in this industry for how long?
Just over 15 years now.
Wow. That is a lot. Just tell us a little bit about that journey. How has it been as a woman in that particular industry?
It's quite challenging when in real estate as a woman, especially when you're getting up there and trying to get the bigger mandates, getting into the boardrooms. You actually have to go the extra mile as a woman as to, I think, our male counterparts. I've worked my way up from working for small agencies, from being an intern, a negotiator, and qualified as registered agent, and now as Chief Operating Officer of Charles Everett International Property in Zimbabwe. It hasn't been easy, but you have to keep...
It's been enjoyable.
It's enjoyable and soldiering on. What I love about it is the flexi time. So being a woman and a mum, you don't have to ask your boss to attend special functions at school sports days because the industry itself is flexi time. So you can be able to balance both home and work.
Okay, so we talk about it being enjoyable, obviously. How are the fruits? We've always been told, if you want to make money, invest in property. If you want to make money, get into real estate. How far true is this in your view?
That's actually very true. You find investment in real estate actually protects your investment from inflation. Your property portfolios will increase in value and will be protected from inflationary pressures. Yeah. So it's the best way to actually invest in any. I always say, just invest even in a small piece of property. Start from there and work your way up until you're owning the big buildings in the world. The sky is the limit, really. But you need to start from somewhere. And I'm happy to see the growth in the real estate sector. You notice we've had a lot of rural urbanization movement at the moment, and that has actually seen a lot of towns growing. Your major towns, Harare, Bulawayo, but all the other cities are actually growing as well. Mushrooming of upcoming suburbs. And one thing Zimbabweans have really mastered is to make sure that in their small space they are comfortable.
Yeah.
So we have very modern
I can attest
houses.
to that.
Doesn't matter where you go.
I've been spending a lot of time in the Bindura Shamva area. I can tell you, like, it looks so different. Every time you drive there, there's a new property there, there's a new development, and the standard and the aesthetics, people are really, really improving things in a very, very big way. And looking at the Zimbabwe residential real estate, now that we're talking about it, the industry itself is worth about 85 billion from what they say, and it's expected to surpass at least maybe 100 billion in a few years' time by the end of the decade. What are the key factors that you think may be contributing to these kind of projections?
Okay. Those projections, the key factors contributing to those projections are, we have the rural to urban migration. So everybody needs a home, be it residential. You have your retail spaces that are required, your commercial spaces that are required, and industrial spaces. We also have infrastructural development where some cities and smaller towns that were non-existent a decade ago are now mushrooming into big cities. Like you were just mentioning Bindura Shamva now, it's a totally different space than it was 10 years ago. So people have mastered that they need to invest in real estate. Doesn't matter where you are, at least you need to claim your space and be able to invest in that sector because it hedges your investment.
Yeah.
So I'm in real estate with Chaz Everett, and that's why we're there. We are a registered agent and are happy to assist people to acquire those legitimate properties so that people are not duped by the bogus agents.
That's the thing that I was going to ask, to say you are in a sector where there's so many
bogus agents, and Godfrey, it's amazing. A lot of people lose their investment, and when you're looking at real estate, it's a lifetime. It's your most prized possession. For most people, it's your most valued asset. So it's always very important to hold your hand for the client, to be able to make sure you walk that path with them so that they can acquire that property or dispose of that property if they are disposing in the proper way so that they do not lose their most prized possession.
There's a lot of noise around that. And how can you foolproof yourself from such things as a buyer or as a seller?
Deal with registered, reputable agents like ourselves. Unfortunately, a lot of people want to have hearsay, trying to get information from relatives and friends who are not experts in the industry. And industry trends change over time, and they're telling them about the experience of what they experienced 10 years ago when they bought their property or sold their property. And it's not the case anymore now. The dynamics have totally changed. So I would advise everyone to be able to deal with a reputable registered agent. You can always check with Estate Agents Council or the registered agents that before you actually part with your most prized possession.
Yeah. Well, it is Women Crush Wednesday here, and we are talking to a firebrand as far as the real estate industry is concerned. And before I let you go, my sister, I want to ask a question. I hear something big is happening. You know, we're journalists who always find these stories. Something is happening tonight. What is going on?
So, Chaz Everett, one of the leading real estates in the world, has opened doors in Zimbabwe starting February and beginning of February, and we are launching Chaz Everett in Zimbabwe, here to assist all clients, everyone in Zimbabwe, from residential, commercial, industrial property sales, letting, renting, valuations. We have a big launch this evening at the Country Club, starting at 6 p.m. and we be happy to have you. If you could grace our occasion, come, let's talk. Let's sign those mandates off straight after.
Is there food?
Plenty of food. And as long as you sign the mandate for us. Plenty of food and drink.
All right, so we're looking forward to that, and congratulations in advance.
Thank you very much.
For launching in Zimbabwe and coming through and doing big things. I do hope that they will take off that operating to something else. I pray so. I'm praying so for you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Yeah, because you've done so well in this industry.
Thank you. We are praying that we will keep booming and be able to grow with the Zimbabwean market, to increase it to the 100 billion mark that is earmarked for in the next decade.
Well, look out for that one, guys, and we will be giving you updates as far as what will be happening there at Chaz Everett's launch tonight. They will be coming into the country officially, but we were talking to a sister of ours here in the studio. I saw something very interesting in your name. You see, Sibochiwe. Does that relate you to this rascal that we work with here?
I don't know him.
I know he's watching right now. Tafara Sibochiwe.
I don't know him.
You don't know. Well, you've been denied,
never
mate.
met him.
You've been denied, mate.
No,
Yeah.
he's a dear young brother.
He's a dear young brother, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Fantastic. He's excited. I think he's very happy to see you do so well. So are we.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's
I
our
appreciate
sister
for the
Evelyn.
support.
She is the Chief Operating Officer of Chaz Everett. It is a real estate company that has entered the market here in Zimbabwe. But she is the one that we are celebrating much more because she's a woman, and a woman who has done very, very well in this sector for the past 15 years. Can you imagine? Wow, what a wow. Thank you so much, my sister. We appreciate you and all the best in your endeavors. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you very much,
so early to
Godfrey.
be here with us.
Thank you. It was lovely. The sunrise is worth it.
It's worth it.
Konapo, ipapo, ipapo.